Aloha guys, you're watching GRTV. We have a special going on here, a parade. See what's going on in Hawaii here. Essentially, you have a lot of people energized about Trump, so I want to analyze that. Why is it? Well, as we know, people, some of them, they want something to believe in, right? Some of them it's just because they're Caucasian. Some of them it's because they think Bernie's a bad guy, or not Bernie, but Biden, including me. I think he's a pedophile. I don't like the way he touches children. You know, it's a little excessive. It's excessive. And look at, oh my God, look at all these people here. It's like a major parade, guys. Look at it coming down the highway. Oh my God. It's really going down here. You can see the flags all the way in the distance here. So what's going on here, right? So how do we deal with this? First of all, we acknowledge the reality that politics and how people feel about each other, how they treat each other, is a result of how actual people deal with each other in real life. I think it's a little confusing when you go on the internet and you see how people operate. It's kind of like interacting with a robot. I think there's a danger in that. I think there's a danger in like watching TV, and because it misleads the mind to think that somehow you are interacting with a real person. So we need to interact with real people. That's one. Number two is we need to not name call. You know, unfortunately, Trump does that. He tries to categorize people as a name, and what it is he's a charming, using charm, and what that does is it disarms people, and it makes them susceptible to his inauthenticity and misrepresentation of reality. So that's a danger. Okay. However, the bigger issue here is that we want to be proponents of capitalism. I'm going to include a video that, if you haven't seen this guy already, he's really something. His name is Patrick David. He does a lot of interviews on the internet. You know, really knows how to interview people, make it an enjoyable experience. Even people he disagrees with. He definitely leans to the right in capitalism, but you know, I want to. The specific video is gonna be a show and an indication that, you know, we need to really think about what's going on here. Look at this, lines of cars, guys. Look at, this is like big time. You know. So, like I said, we need to. Part of it is people, like, why look at people honking. All right, this is another thing to do with technology. Look at people honking. Sometimes people may like to have pets that make noise, like dogs. And the truth is that we need to start making noise too. And I'll give you an example. I hopefully you guys heard that echo. We got some, you know, part of it is just people want to connect with each other in different ways, and if we connect under certain basis, maybe it's a bad thing. Maybe people should connect under the bias of the Constitution and not specifically Trump, because Trump, you know, is kind of, you know, he's a capable business person, but he's not an ideal business person. Because he undercuts himself by being sexually deviant, and at least he was, and he doesn't seem to have really apologized for it or transcended that element. I mean, I used to be disrespectful towards women myself, and the reason I was because I labeled women a higher authority than me, and even if they were nice women, using terms like aunt, mother, grandmother, even if they were nice, the brain does not like to have people be an authority over it. And so I was rejecting that, and it was outwardly expressing itself as, whoa, this guy's getting out. What's going on over there? I was outwardly projecting that, and this is what a lot of those like rich people who go to third world countries to quote unquote marry under the quote unquote auspices of quote unquote love, like poor young women. What it is it's a lack of respect for themselves and women. What the fuck? There's somebody in the street. Oh my god, that's so funny. This guy's trying to protest the joke. So meanwhile in Hawaii, right, guy tries to oh my god, look at this, dude. This is on fucking Candid. You guys are watching Candid fucking Camera. Welcome to the Hawaiian Islands, man. One guy, right? Oh, this is pretty funny. Oh my god. But in any case, as long as no one gets hurt, right? Like, there really should be some police that are patrolling alongside these guys. Oh my god, look at this fucking, oh my god. This is really good for the camera. Oh my god. So why do people hate Trump? Well, they think he's a racist because he's blocking off borders. I think he might be a racist, but more importantly, we need to block off borders because this country can't afford to have people coming into it. You know, we need. Oh my god. You know, we need to have. Dude. We need to have. Oh my god. Dude, we need to get the police. Watch, the police are gonna come soon. Watch. We need to get. Oh my god, this is fucking going down too, nigga. So the whole thing about racism and like the left and anti-racism is that the most effective, and I've studied this, TED Talks about racism, people who've like left the KKK and stuff. Oh my god. Oh my god. They're shouting, chanting 4 more years. So the thing is it's compassion when it's undeserved, like black people trying to be respectful towards whites even if they may be a little racist, and that will end up ending racism. Look at this fucking guy, man. Like, and another big thing is like whatever side you're on, you need to let people express themselves like they are here in this parade, and you need to try to be formal, like especially on the internet. Oh my god, look at this, dude. Dude, oh my god, this guy's pretty brazen. This walker. I mean, those are some big trucks, man. They could, you know, easily run this guy over. I don't know what the law is if somebody's like blocking traffic. Like if you have a right to like drive if they're like trying to force you off the road. Like it would be interesting to look at the legalities behind this. But the point is, guys, is violence, it's just a cycle of violence. Like if, for example, if you're rude to somebody, being rude back to them just gets you caught up in their energy. It's better that you focus on positive things you want to promote. And in rare instances, there is the instance in which you need to defend yourself. By the way, sometimes it's dangerous to call the police. They might, the person might retaliate against you for calling the police. Oh my god, oh, there's somebody else. Oh fuck. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck are they doing in ongoing traffic, guys? What are they, he's convinced them to go to the other side? Oh god. Oh look, there's like, dude, this is fucking crazy, man. I bet, oh my god. So here's the point. And part of the problem here is, like I said, it's a show of force, and force is the illusion of force. Like I was saying earlier, people trying to seduce younger women, just like Trump. Like, it's not a show of power, it's really a show of lack of power, a lack of trying to be realistic and want somebody you truly love instead of just a objectified. Oh, here's 5-0 right here. Here we go. Instead of an objectified sexual person. And I think that's the end of the parade. There's a police patrol there coming by to watch. But yeah, I put a bunch of thoughts out there. Please click on the link below. Let's hear another chee-hoo. Chee-hoo! Nice reverberation throughout the architecture here. So really what it is, guys, is I celebrate people who are passionate. Like, sometimes I'll say like I like one party or the other or one candidate, and I may not like them, but it's just, and people may think I'm being insincere or being a submissive bitch, whatever, but I see it as finding a reason to get excited. Now, this, for example, this happens a lot in like sports scenarios, right, where people try to let's check it, pan out here. We get a fucking view here, guys. Look at this view. We got Diamond Head, right? This is great. But the point is we need to find outlets for that energy. And like, people like sports because they like to be together, they like to celebrate. The danger in some sports, like American football, is it's actually it's violent. It's a violent sport, just like MMA. So I encourage people to avoid that because it involves suffering and pain. Just like I like the idea of veganism. To me, veganism is like the religion of eternal life, because it promotes in a process of eating and respecting and treating nature fairly, be it fair trade with humans, respecting animals, and so on. Like, maybe we could still harvest like wool and leather by quickly killing the cow, treating them nicely, and because wool and leather are, I think, superior to any of these other vegan alternatives to clothing products. But I just think food products are, it's kind of disgusting to eat like the unfertilized egg of a chicken, coming out of its vagina. Like, it's just gross. It's like, why the fuck would you consume anything like that? And then the point is think about what's going on. Like, think about, like, for example, these guys are doing a parade that's fun, but they may be using fossil fuels to do it, and it may be it was so funny. They were walking by, they were watching it with me up here, and they said they're polluting the they're like polluting the environment. Like, it's not only like the gas, but the volume and the horns honking and excitement but here's the thing, guys. Like, again, like I was saying, it may feel like you're being submissive or whatever, but ultimately we have to, I can see why people are resistant to things, because they base things on reality. The reality of maybe Trump being bullying people, the reality of say, if 9/11 was an inside job, then it makes good people, for example, U.S. soldiers and perhaps Christian U.S. soldiers, want to kill other good people, decent, Muslim people in the Muslim areas of the world. And so we need to just be fun, but also be realistic about who we give our energy to, who we, and making sure that when you're involved in emotional situations, that you don't let that control you. Like, for example, if, let's say, I attended a Trump or Biden rally, Biden I just don't want anything to do with, because I really think he's involved, the way he interacts with kids. I think he's a pedophile, regrettably. And it's not bad to be a pedophile and not act on your impulses, but I just think for a president, it shouldn't be the case. By the way, I do have a link below, so be sure to click on that. It's going to delve into an immigrant on valuetainment, the YouTube channel Valuetainment. It's an immigrant American who really is, you know, a fan of capitalism, and see how that's going to maintain and sustain our country. But I think you guys get the idea of where I'm coming from, I hope, and that I just want to live in a great country, but we should question how we base our nationalism on. Like, is it just because Trump seems like an Americana guy that we should go for him? Is it being American to just, for example, buy a new Ford truck? Maybe if you're really need a vehicle, but maybe we don't. In order to be green, maybe it's better to buy like a Tesla truck. Then it comes into question of the price being an issue. Then it comes to the issue of, do you have solar panels to power, you know, your vehicles? Otherwise, you're still using electricity that's based upon burning fossil fuel. I think nuclear energy seems to be the best way to give energy. And then trains. Trains are much more efficient than even buses. So we could have trains, you know, train lines throughout all of the highways, like there are in certain villages. Just look at what successes happen in certain areas of the world and go from there. That's my overall, you know. But please click on the link below. If you haven't seen this guy, I think you'll really enjoy it. And I want to say aloha. Thanks for tuning in. This has been a look into politics, and with the interest of making each country great. We need to look at what a country needs, look at what it consumes, look at what the trades are. Like all this stuff with China, for example, it's really a question of, well, what do we want to trade? What do individuals want to buy from other individuals' products in China? And is it green? Maybe it's not green, you know, to be buying all these toys. Maybe it's more green to be buying electronics that you can, you know, the kid can play lots of different games on the phone instead of buying toys that are physical toys, which, you know, take more fossil fuels to create and result in more pollution. So, yeah, just a lot of different things to consider. Click the link below, please. You're gonna really enjoy this video. And yeah, I mean, I'm thinking myself, maybe I just shouldn't vote at all, because how I vote is my actions. How we vote is our actions every day. How we treat, say, people of different ethnicities. I try to be respectful towards, for example, people who have different political opinions of me, and some of the times they'll name call me, but I just try to at least let them feel heard, like I acknowledge what you're saying, even though I don't want to continue discourse or dialogue unless you can be more formal. That's one point I use, and just these little tricks of realizing, like I was saying, ultimately your power is from your source, from your center, from exercising creative works, self-encouragement, writing down, instead of looking for it elsewhere and identifying with what you have. Identify with how you feel, and breathing is how you feel good. You know, nobody else can make you feel bad. It's just when you're upset, it's because you're not breathing properly. Somebody else can't make you upset. You just have not. You got to train yourself to breathe properly. So, yeah, thanks again, guys. This has really been a moment, and there was quite a scene down there with the parade. I'm sure they're gonna go drive around town, and hopefully that's fun. And you know, ultimately people want to express themselves, they want to have fun, and so it just happens to be that this politics is a way of. And also with the parade driving around, people can social distance and yet have fun. So yeah, please try to realize that most people are nice, and the problems in the world are a result of not politicians, but just people being rude to each other. Even like, for example, Islams and Christians, I'm sure a lot of them agree in the sanctity of marriage, just like me. So why can't we base our values on that? you know, instead of the other differences, you know. So yeah, let's live free. We have to be courageous, improve the environment, and not be used so much. Find ways to have fun without consuming so much. And maybe one day consuming so much won't be bad, because we'll have like electrical, whatever it is, cars, planes, and so on, maybe retrofitted with little hydrogen devices. There's different ideas out there, but ultimately, you know, just think about them. Just question. Well, why are these people acting like this? Why, you know, why are they racist? What is racism? Is racism when is it because they just have had some bad experiences? Like I say, I engage. Part of the problem is a lot of people engage a lot of people. I do. I'm always saying hi to people, and people of all different races, including white, my own race, will either be nice or not be nice to me. So, you know, the point is how to transcend racism. Well, it's by being nice to people. How to transcend xenophobia, by being friendly to people throughout the world, especially if you live in a metropolis like this. This is Honolulu, you know, and yeah, you know, there's a lot of people from around the world, and we can be nice to each other. We don't depend on money and those types of transactional buying and selling products and services to define us. We need to be nice to each other, and obviously watching out for the bad people, realizing that they are in every aspect of society. So thanks for watching. Click the link below, guys. Aloha.